Hey, everybody. I guess I'm going to do weekly encouragement, if that makes sense, or whenever I feel like I have something to say or should say that might be helpful. So let's get into it. So I was talking to somebody about, what person do you relate to in the Bible, right? Like, who do you see as yourself or someone who you draw on for strength or say, okay, I can relate to that? And, they name maybe David, maybe Moses, different characters in the Bible. And I said, have you ever looked at yourself like Job? And they paused and was like, maybe not really. Because, the story in the Bible about Job is that he was a righteous man and he was righteous in the eyes of God. And the devil came to God. God had summoned all the angels and even the devil. What have you been doing? Oh, he's prowling around the earth. And you know he was like, and God said, have you considered my servant Job? And so the devil said, well, you got your hedge of protection around him, so can't I can't get to him. And if you give me a chance, I bet you he'd curse you and then die. And God said, okay, you can do anything but kill him. And also he told him he couldn't lay his hands on him the first time. So what did the devil do? He tried to take away everything around him, right? He just took it away. The kids died, the cattle died, the servants died. Um, Only one person remained to tell him about he was looted, and his wife was like, just curse God and die. And then, all this stuff happened to him. And then, the devil came back and God asked him for a report, and he said, well, he still hasn't cursed me. And then the devil goes out, well, because you've protected his body, right? And so the devil goes out and he gets him lesions and scars, and he's itching, he's scratching himself with rocks and covering himself with dirt. And, he's like that for a while. And never really tells you how long Job is suffering, but he's suffering. He's suffering a tremendous amount of loss. And so, because we look to Job as the patience of Job, the fortitude of Job, and, all this stuff. So, of course, even when Job's friends came around him, they sat with him for a while and they didn't say anything. And then after a while, they said, you should just curse God and die. Now, Job never did that, right? And because he never did that, and because the devil couldn't get to him, because he knew how good God had been to him, and Job said to himself, well, if God gave me all of this and now I have nothing, I still should be thankful because he gave me all of this in the beginning. And how can I not be grateful in this place where I'm in a space of lack and pain and still not be grateful because I've had a wonderful life up until this point? So God never, Job never cursed God. And so in exchange, or for his reward, for his righteousness and his faithfulness, God blessed him double fold. So new wife, new kids, new territory, new everything, right? And so the person that I was talking to was not like Job. It was He was not. um, he Job was in right standing with God. That's what righteous means. He's in right standing with God. Was he always right? No. But Job sacrificed every day for his sins and the sins of his children, because this was before Jesus came and the ultimate sacrifice. So I asked the person, I said, do you think that you may be like Job? And the person said, no, because I'm, not in right standing with God. And I said, well, maybe you are like Job. God is just giving you another opportunity and another opportunity and another opportunity to be in right standing with him. So you might not think that you're righteous, or you might not think that you're doing things right, but God is giving you an opportunity to be in right standing with him. Every time you wake up, every time you have a decision to make, every time the devil comes to tempt you, right? And we all have our issues, whether you're dealing with anger or addiction or lying and manipulation or low self-esteem and depression. We work too much, or we don't work enough, or whatever it is. We all have our issues, and every day we wake up, God gives us another opportunity, and that's called grace, to do what is right in his eyes, right? Because our God is patient, our God is sovereign, right? And that means that this is his plan, right? And he's going to be the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and forevermore. So the next time you think of yourself not worthy, or you think that you can't turn away from where you've been, knowing that you've hurt people or you've hurt yourself, or the path that you're on is not the path that's going to get you to where you need to be, if you wake up tomorrow, you have another chance in this day to choose to do the right thing and be in right standing in God with God, and see how your life is going to change. And I know that was all deep and all, but y'all could do that with anything. Anything. If you have a goal, set a daily goal just to do, just to be. And when you start operating in a way that's pleasing to God, he will open up the floodgates. Now, that does not mean that you're not going to have pain and sorrow and difficulty and challenges, right? Because if it's that easy, then we won't appreciate it. You know, like our kids, everything is given to them, so they assume they're supposed to have it. So it's easy to them, and they may not appreciate it. But when you stop and you learn to appreciate the little things, because hard work is a gift. Because when you're working harder, it's not that it becomes easier. You're just stronger and you can do more. This person told me that too. I was like, you've been doing this for a while. Shouldn't it be easier? Why are you struggling? No, I'm struggling because I'm stronger and now I can do more. You're stronger. Now you can do more. That's it.